We're in the heat of negotiations right here. About 5 kilos worth of fruit. And we paid about, they don't just roll out of bed and start praying. No, that's not how it works. Why were they spending so much time painting and sculpting all day? It's all about always being productive, always getting things done, work. This is why Ubud has earned its reputation as the global epicenter of healing. Somebody is a happy kid, but do not be deceived. That's how it works around here.
The little mafia.
It tastes a little bit like medicine.
It smells sweet like me.
Oh, so sour, like you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, guys.
So we are here in Bali. It's been a couple of days. We just took the time to rest a little bit. You know, it's so funny. Since we got here, we said we're going to sleep in, take it really easy. And what's been happening, we've been getting up at 5 a.m. every morning. So today, that's why we said we're going to go and see the morning market, because it starts at 5 a.m. And it's generally where locals go every morning to buy fruit, they buy flowers, offerings. So we're just going to head straight down. It's only about 5 minutes away, so it shouldn't take us too long to get there. You can already probably hear some traffic. It's not so bad at this hour, but just a really great way to see the local way of life here in Ubud. So this is the street where our accommodation is. It will take us straight to the main road where the markets are. So really it's only a 5-minute walk. Everything is walking distance from our accommodation, so it's a very good location. The traffic is starting to pick up at this hour already. It's insane. Just look at how many scooters there are here. The entire town is bustling with life. It's incredible. So we've arrived at the fruit market. And it's really a gold mine for sights, for smells, for sounds. You see the locals interacting. It's absolutely breathtaking. You don't see a lot of tourists around here, I must say. Actually, from what I'm noticing, we're the only ones here at the moment. So it's really a local experience. And you can see how they interact with one another, and you get a real sense of community. So just look at the abundance of fruit that you get here. I think this right here is jackfruit, but it's quite small from what I've seen. I think they normally grow quite big, so I'm not sure whether that's jackfruit or something else. We have papaya. I think those are oranges right there. Some eggplants, cucumbers. And I'm not sure what that one there is. It might be a type of cucumber as well. Got chilies at the back, tomatoes, ginger, garlic, onion. We have some kind of street food as well. Different herbs, carrots. So a lot of the fruit and veggies are what you'd find everywhere in the world. But you also get these really strange looking ones as well. So I thought initially that this is just a fruit market, but it turns out you can buy all sorts of stuff over here. You have different snacks, you have all sorts of drinks. I can even see some raw fish over there. You also get all sorts of local goodies. I think those are there are some sweets. We also see different flowers, petals, and pretty much everything they need to make daily offerings. They're absolutely beautiful. Look how elaborate these ornaments are. They take a long time to make, and typically the women will spend hours every day making them. I don't know what these are, but they look very colorful. I think there might be some kind of sweets. Now this right here is one of my absolute favorites, dragon fruit. It's still in season. In fact, I think they're in season all year round. You can see how interesting it looks from the outside, and inside I think it's a really bright pink. How much is this?
1 kilo.
1 kilo?
Yeah.
How much? 13 for 1 kilo? Okay. Should we get some? Yeah. All right. How many do we want?
Two.
Two? Okay. I think we'll take these ones here. They look really nice. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we're just at the tail end of the mango season. We'll give them a try. So can we please get one?
Yeah.
I'll get one of those. And they have these massive passion fruit. Just have a look how big they are. Okay. Do you have a bag? A bag? Now this right here is probably the strangest looking one I've seen. It's called snake fruit, and you can see why it has this snake looking skin, and it's very rough actually. And I think in the local language they call it salak. It has a strange smell.
This one?
How much?
1 kilo?
Yes.
20. 20,000.
20?
Yeah.
20 for 1 kilo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we'll give them a try, see what they taste like. I've never tasted them before, so I'm very curious to see.
Yeah. For
One more?
10,000. This 10,000.
10,000?
How much for kilo? How much for kilo?
20,000. I decided to pick out his own bananas. He's not happy with the ones that he's being given, so he's being very particular.
Hey.
I think we have enough.
Enough?
Yeah, just a few.
Where you come from? Where you come from?
Moldova.
Yeah?
Moldova? In
Moldova?
Europe?
Europe?
Yes, Eastern
very
Europe.
far, yeah?
Very far away, yes.
So
Too
you
far.
like you can come here.
Yes.
First time?
I know, fourth time. We love Bali, yes.
Lucky, yeah? Like in Bali, yeah?
Yes, and we love Ubud, so
Ah,
it's been amazing.
House for us.
Yes, it's like our second home now.
what area you live?
Yeah.
No, yeah?
No, it's just a little bit here.
Oh, no.
5 minutes away.
5 minutes.
5 minutes to go?
Yeah.
I think no 5, 2 minutes. Just here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, beautiful view here.
Yes.
You good?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Suksama.
Happy birthday.
Now we've been looking for rambutan for quite a while. Another one of my favorites, but we can't seem to find any. That lady was so sweet, and that's one of the things that I love about Bali the most. People just treat you with so much genuine kindness, and that's why you really feel like at home here. Yay, so we found my two absolute favorites, rambutan and mangosteen.
150. 50. Okay?
We're in the heat of negotiations right here.
Yeah. 30. 30. 40. Second.
It's good? How is it? Sweet?
I think it's a little bit warm.
Yeah. Well, it's the end of the season, that's why.
2 kilo. Ah, 1 kilo.
Maybe we'll take just a few. So it turns out that there are two kinds of snake fruit, and one is meant to be sweet and one sour. And the man over here just told us that we have the sour ones and he's offering us the sweet ones. So let's see. Yeah, these are the sweet. Yeah, they are sweet. Yeah.
This no sweet, same this no sweet.
Oh,
This
okay.
sweet. No sweet.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, we'll take a few. We'll take a few of these as well. Yes, we'll take some.
All right. Suksama.
Suksama.
This is the first one. And the first one. Yeah.
Okay, so we just got out of the market and this is what we ended up buying, about 5 kilos worth of fruit. And we paid about 169, 100, we'll say 170,000 rupees, Indonesian rupees, which is about, works out to be about 10 US dollars. Now, I think that's a pretty good deal. You are meant to be negotiating around here. Uh, Obviously, we must have gotten the tourist prices. So, but $10, I mean, that's already pretty cheap. So we didn't really negotiate, apart from the mangosteen right here. Mihai negotiated a little bit. The guy wanted 60,000 and we got it for 50,000. So that's all the negotiation that we've done. We're not very good at negotiating. But yeah, what do you think? Is that cheap or is that expensive? I can tell you for one dragon fruit in Australia, we would pay around 10 Australian dollars. So you can see just for one. Whereas here, you get it for so cheap. And it's all very fresh, organic, and they're absolutely delicious. So we'll do a taste testing probably at the end of the day. We're going to head to our accommodation, leave them, and then go exploring. So we'll see you a bit later on. Dropped off our bag of fruit and we're heading to do a rice field walk here in Ubud. It's a short track that starts at the entrance of the art market. It's only about 1.6 kilometers, so it shouldn't take us that long to do. But I can already see people starting to sweep their yards, clean their homes, and it's only about 7 a.m. in the morning, believe it or not. Cleanliness generally is very important here in Bali. It's linked to spiritual purity. So sweeping the front yard and clearing up communal spaces is generally done to clear any physical and spiritual impurities. Now, the first thing that you'll notice while being here in Bali undeniably would have to be the offerings, those little baskets filled with flowers and rice. They're absolutely everywhere. You'll see them in front of homes, in front of cafes, shops, at intersections, and of course temples. Now there are a few types of offerings, and I won't go into all of them because it can be quite complicated. But generally the most common one you'll see everywhere is called kanang sari, and they're small colorful baskets made from palm and banana leaves. And you'll typically see them filled with flowers, rice, and sometimes even surprising little extras like fruit, nuts. And you'll always see them paired with incense sticks, that unmistakable scent, the smell of Bali itself, I would say. Now, people usually make these offerings a few times a day, in the morning, around lunchtime, and in the evening. It's not always rigid, it really depends on the family's routine. But what I find amazing is just how dedicated they are to this practice. No matter how tired they are, no matter how busy they are, they always make time for this. And you'll see them recite mantras while placing the offerings, and that's just to ask for protection from the gods and express gratitude for all they have. Now, because they need so many offerings, it's often the older generation who spends their day weaving the little baskets. And from what I've seen, it's typically the women who do that. But if they don't have the time or there's no one in the family to make them, they can always buy them from local vendors. So as you've probably seen in the fruit market this morning, there were so many options available, but I've even seen them in supermarkets as well. Oh, and here's something else that really struck me, is the way they present themselves while they do these rituals. They don't just roll out of bed and start praying. No, that's not how it works. They'll clean up, they'll wear a traditional sarong as a sign of respect, and then go and do the offering. So it's just such a beautiful reminder of how much care and how much intention goes into everything they do. And I just think that's so beautiful. It's probably a bit too early still. Remember, we got up pretty early this morning, so most people aren't up yet. Okay, so some vendors are starting to open up. You can already tell that this place is so full of color and creativity. You find everything from traditional Balinese paintings, wood carvings, handmade jewelry, sarongs, bags, and even home decor. And souvenirs, of course. And most of it is handmade by local artists. So it's a really great place to support local talent.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah. This okay, this.
Oh, for jewelry, yeah.
Yeah.
How much is it?
This one?
Yes.
150.
150.
Yeah.
Okay. We were just about to exit the market and we came across this beautiful, beautiful artwork on the wall of a Balinese couple. It's absolutely stunning. All the Balinese people are artists. They love to dance, to paint, to sculpt, and you can see how they dedicate so much time to mastering their crafts. And you know, the most wonderful thing is that you don't even have to visit a museum or an art gallery to see their artistry. It's everywhere on the streets, in their temples. The details in these carvings is absolutely insane. Every inch is filled with meaning. You can see um, depictions of gods, demons, animals, even flowers. It's really not just decoration, it's storytelling carved in stone. And you can really feel how much love and intention went into all of this. These weren't just built, they were crafted layer by layer. Even the smallest corners are covered in patterns. It's like they don't even want to leave a single part untouched. So there's this legend from when the Dutch first arrived on the island, and they were kind of puzzled by the Balinese. Why were they spending so much time painting and sculpting all day? After all, it wasn't very productive. And so they asked them, to which the Balinese replied, "We create beauty for the gods and for our own well-being." Now, isn't that just beautiful? I just love how the story highlights the way the Balinese view the world. To the Dutch, was all about productivity and getting things done, and for them, it was about nourishing the soul and connecting with the universe. And if you think about it, not much has changed in the Western world. We are still the same. It's all about always being productive, always getting things done, working for that house. So I really think we don't spend enough time taking care of our artistic side and things that make us happy and fulfilled. So this is the beginning of our walk in the rice fields. Just look at that. Isn't this stunning? Look at that green. It's even more beautiful than I remember. It's almost as if Earth turned up the color saturation. Just look at how green it is. It's absolutely breathtaking. Wow. Now, obviously, these aren't the most epic rice terraces in Bali, and we are going to visit some of those, the ones that you see in all of the postcards that make Bali so famous. But I just thought it would be so nice to just come and walk right here in the heart of Ubud. And of course, it's all free entry, there's no need to pay. And I just think these are so beautiful as well. They really calm you down and just instantly relax you. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Bali is home to over 4 million people and is the only island in Indonesia where Hinduism is the dominant religion, with around 83% of the population practicing it. But what's really interesting is that the Hinduism here is quite different from what you'll find in India or Nepal. It's a unique blend of local Balinese traditions and Buddhist elements. and it's believed to have evolved from influences from neighboring islands like Java and Sumatra. This makes Bali culturally stand out in Indonesia, where Islam is the main religion. People have been living on Bali since as early as 2000 BC, and by the 8th century, the island had developed its own distinctive Hindu-Buddhist culture. Bali's first contact with Europeans came in the 16th century, and by the 19th century, the Dutch colonized the island. And it wasn't until 1949 that the Balinese finally regained their independence after years of fighting for it. Now, I don't know if you can see, maybe Mihai got some better shots on his camera, but there's a tree right there. It looks like a banana tree in the shape of a fan. Isn't that the most bizarre looking banana tree? And I wonder if that's natural the way it grows like that. I've never seen a tree like that before. Now I just looked it up and it turns out it's not a banana tree. It's actually called a traveler's palm, and they don't originate here in Bali. They actually come from Madagascar. And yes, this is their natural shape. This is how they grow. I still can't get over just how stunning this place looks. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, apart from rice fields, this area is really well known for yoga and meditation centers, different art galleries, all sorts of cute little cafes. And this is why Ubud has earned its reputation as the global epicenter of healing and spiritual rejuvenation. After all, the name Ubud itself comes from the Balinese word Ubad, and that means medicine, because this area was always known for medicinal plants and a place where people would come for healing and to feel better. And of course, there's probably no need for me to even mention that you can stay in all sorts of stunning villas and beautiful accommodations in this area. It's quite popular. So I'm hoping maybe next time we come to Bali, we'll stay somewhere around here. Alright, so we're just coming to the end of the track. This path leads all the way back to the center of Ubud. So you can see it's quite wild in here, but just look at how green it is. The greenest green you'll ever see anywhere. So we did a quick stopover at our accommodation just to freshen up a little bit because it's so hot outside and we are so hungry. So we decided to come to one of the local warungs. Now these are typically Indonesian restaurants with homemade style, traditional foods. And this one in particular had really good reviews on Google. And what we've also discovered is that they take part in a healthcare initiative. So for every meal that you purchase, some of the money goes towards providing free medical consultations to those in need. So it's a really good way to support the locals. I'll leave their name on the screen if you want to give them a try, but we'll see what the food is like. We've already ordered. And yes, I mean, everything in the menu looks really good. So we're very excited to try it out and see what it's like. Somebody is a happy kid.
I'm so happy now.
All right, so our meals have arrived. We both ordered nasi goreng, which is Indonesia's national food. Ours is with chicken, so it's essentially just fried rice with a fried egg on top. Now this restaurant is a bit more upscale, so we also got 2 chicken skewers with peanut sauce on top. So it's normally done with vegetables, sweet soy sauce, a bit of garlic. So we'll see what it's like. Let's give it a taste. It's good. It's really nice actually. We have tried it before, but this one is different. This one, the flavor is slightly more mild. It's not as strong. So Yes, it's a really nice blend of flavors. It's very balanced. Got a lot of texture going on as well. It's really good. Yes, and I forgot to mention they also come with these prawn crackers. So you'll always get them with nasi goreng, which are quite nice. Tender, is it good?
Yes. It's not my favorite meat. No, it's okay.
Yeah, a bit too sweet maybe.
I prefer more simple.
Yes, you like the traditional Western grills. Right, so we finished our meals. It ended up costing us around 143,000 rupiah, which works out to be around $8.50 US. So meaning 2 main meals and 2 fresh coconuts. So we are heading to our last stop for the day, which is the famous monkey forest here in Ubud. It's only a 20-minute walk. It's not our first time there. In fact, every time we come to Bali, we like to visit the sanctuary. It is a bit touristy, but we like it there a lot. It's just a really nice atmosphere there. So it'll be interesting to see if anything has changed. Now, on the way to the monkey forest, you typically walk through these narrow little streets with the cutest boutiques and cafes. It's absolutely spectacular what you find here. I just hope I don't get tempted to buy anything at all because I can't fit anything into our luggage. And of course, you only have to walk a few hundred meters to come across one of these stunning temples, one more beautiful than the other. And we are here. Did you get the tickets?
Yes.
How much were they?
200 for 2 people.
200,000, so that works out to be around
12?
$12, so $6 each. Yep. It's not as busy as I expected it to be here. Normally when we come, there's way more people. But then again, it is late afternoon, so maybe that's why. So as we enter, there's a few important rules that we have to follow when we come here. So first, never look the monkey into the eye. This is interpreted as a sign of aggression. Don't bring any kind of plastic or paper bag. Don't feed the monkeys. Never touch or grab the monkeys. And have an appropriate dress code. So pretty self-explanatory, common sense really. The monkey forest is considered a sacred site by the Balinese people, and that's because the monkey itself is a sacred animal in the Hindu religion. It symbolizes the god Hanuman, a hero from the Hindu epic Ramayana. Hanuman is a symbol of loyalty, strength, and devotion, and the monkeys in the forest are seen as his descendants. The sanctuary is home to 3 ancient Hindu temples dating back all the way to the 14th century, which of course are built in the traditional Balinese style, and these are still used for religious ceremonies even today. The forest spans over 12.5 hectares of lush greenery with paved pathways winding through ancient trees and dense vegetation. It's not just a habitat for monkeys, but it's also a sanctuary for over 186 species of plants and trees, some of which are used in Balinese spiritual practices. The sanctuary is home to over 1,200 Balinese long-tailed macaques, divided into 10 groups. So each group of monkey has its own territory within the forest. Monkey pregnancies typically last for about 6 months, and the baby stays with the mother for up to 10 months. But having said that, other females within the group are also actively involved in bringing them up, so everyone in the group raises the baby. The average lifespan of a male can reach up to 15 years, while females can live up to 20 years. Generally speaking, these monkeys are omnivores, meaning that their diet is both plant and meat-based, but here in the forest their diet mainly consists of sweet potatoes, bananas, corn, papaya leaves, cucumber, coconut and other local fruits, so You can imagine that they have quite a balanced diet, and from what I've seen, that really is the case. Another beautiful thing about the monkey forest, and something that I found actually quite interesting, is that it's built around a Balinese philosophy called Trihita Karana, which basically means 3 ways to live in harmony. In harmony with the gods, in harmony with other people, and in harmony with nature. And you can really feel that here. These are temples where locals still come to pray, so the spirituality side of things is still pretty much alive. The forest is run by the community, which means that the people here are deeply connected to the place, and the whole area is a protected sanctuary where nature and animals are respected, so it's not a zoo, it's actually their home. And quite often during the day and even at night you can actually see them outside the forest. So they're not just in the forest itself, they go outside, they run on top of trees, houses, cables, so the whole area belongs to them, it's not just the forest. These monkeys may look very cute, and they really are, but do not be deceived. They will steal anything and everything they can from you. Anything from sunglasses, smartphones, anything you have, little bags, water bottles.
Business.
Yes,
They make the business here.
yes, it's like a business here. They'll take it from you and then they'll expect something in return if you want it back. So that's how it works around here.
The little mafia.
Yes, it's like a mafia. That baby was so cute, but we're probably looking at the next mafia leader. Just saying. Good morning, guys. So it is the next morning. We ended up coming home quite late last night, so we thought we'd leave the fruit tasting for today. So I'm making Mihai work very hard this morning.
What you prefer first?
Let's start with the dragon fruit, my favorite. So as you can see, we got quite a variety here to try. It is the end of the season for a lot of them. Normally when we come to Bali, it's the rainy season, and that's actually the peak season for fruit. So we hope they still taste nice nonetheless. Look at that color. Wow. These ones are very hard to get back home. Normally in Australia we would only find them in the white version, but I think you can also get them. What other colors are there? Do you know? Purple,
Purple, yellow.
white, oh, and yellow. I've never seen a yellow one before. All right, so let's have a taste. Probably shouldn't be doing this with a knife, but I don't have a fork, so it is what it is.
Sweet?
It is very sweet, yes. It reminds me, the texture is so soft, it reminds me of the kiwi fruit. But yes, it is very sweet, very soft, full of flavor. Yes, as always, one of my favorites for sure. I'll have another piece. Really good. Now next up we've got perhaps the strangest looking one of them all, snake fruit. Now it turns out that there are 2 types, which is something I didn't know. We initially bought these ones, and then one of the guys at the market told us that these aren't the right ones you're supposed to eat. I think these ones you're meant to use for cooking. So he made us buy the sweet ones as well. Now I don't know what the difference is exactly, because initially you can't really tell, but what I'm noticing, and I'm not an expert, but from my observations, the sweet one is not as rough textured, so it's a lot smoother, the skin, whereas this one is quite rough and also bigger. So I don't know if there are any other particular differences. I may be wrong, but that's what I've noticed. So
More round.
yeah, these ones do look rounder actually, yeah, and these ones look a bit more like an egg shape. So yeah, these are bigger. So I've already tasted the sweet one at the market, so I know that yes, it is sweet, but I want to see and compare with the other one as well. So let's see. Now you just break the skin like that with your hands.
It looks like snake.
Only the outside looks like the snake skin. Yeah, the inside is different. So yeah, this is what it looks like on the inside. It's white. And it came apart in 3 pieces actually. Yeah, just like that, it just fell apart. So let's see. Okay. So this one does have sweetness actually. It's got a little bit of sweetness. It's a little bit tangy. I'll give you one as well. The texture is quite dry, but it's still very crunchy, kind of like an apple. But I don't know, yes, it is different, not as sweet. It tastes a little bit like medicine. What do you think? Like medicine, yeah? Like tablets?
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah? You like it?
I think I prefer this one like more like yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
So you like the sour one better?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll just open the sweet one again. And maybe you'll change your mind. Okay, so this is the sweet one now. Give it
It
a
looks the
taste.
same.
Yes, it looks the same, yeah. Yeah, same texture.
I might get that.
Yeah. Maybe slightly a little bit sweeter, but yeah, overall, the other one tasted a little bit more like medicine. This one doesn't have that. Yeah, the other one left this weird taste in your mouth, whereas this one doesn't. So yeah, not a major difference, but yeah, definitely not one of my favorites. I don't know if I would buy it again. Would you buy it again? Maybe?
Yes.
Yes? Okay. All right, let's move on. Right, so next up we've got rambutan. This is what it looks like. Now these aren't the freshest looking, and that's because it is the end of their season. And if you ever want to try the best rambutan in Bali, you do have to go to the north of Bali, the north side of the island. This is where they grow, and this is where you'll find them the freshest. But again, it has to be in the rainy season. Probably December, January is the best from our experience. So yes, if you ever come to Bali in December or January, head up north and you'll find the best rambutan. But we'll still give these ones a try. They might still be good. I hope you can hear me. The rain just started pouring and it's really heavy and loud. So let's see, this is what it looks like. Now you'll find it's very similar to a lychee. It is from the same family, but this one does taste a bit different. So let's see. Not bad, yeah. Not the best one I've tried, that's for sure. But yeah, very sweet. Yes, it is a little bit old. Yeah, like it's the end of the season, so you won't find the fresh, the fresh ones that we used to. But it's still very sweet, very juicy. The texture very similar to lychee. And yeah, this is another one of my favorites after dragon fruit. I think this is the second favorite for me. So yeah, whenever I come to Bali, rambutan is always on my list. Give you one as well. No, not the same. Not like the ones we had,
Like from supermarket.
like the supermarket ones. Yeah, the one we buy back home, yes. All right, so next I'll try the banana. Now you might think bananas are bananas everywhere, but that's not the case from what we found. They're very different here in Bali. Let's see.
It's very yellow.
Mm. Yes, very yellow in color. A lot sweeter, much creamier, almost like a jelly texture, if you know what I mean. So yeah, very different. That's what makes them different. But they pack so much more flavor. Okay, just take the whole one.
It's my favorite.
Your favorite bananas? And let's move on to passion fruit now. Now we got two types of passion fruit. One's a little bit bigger, the other's smaller, and the color is also very different. These ones are more yellow. So we'll see what the difference is. So this is the bigger one. There's a lot of pulp inside. They're quite tart, not sweet at all. Very tart, but very refreshing at the same time.
It's not sweet like me.
Oh, so sour, like you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know. Wanna try?
Yes.
Yeah, not the best ones I've had, that's for sure.
Ooh,
Yeah,
lime.
like a lime. Yeah, very tangy. And try the next one as well. Oh, this one's very different in color. Look at that
Nice.
difference. Very different. It's like this gray color. Okay.
Good.
Wow, they're very sweet. Very sweet. Massive difference. Massive difference. Yeah, these ones are super sweet. Nothing like the other one I've tried. The other one was as sour as a lime, so I don't know, maybe these ones have a different name to them, but definitely much sweeter. All right, so next we have Mihai's favorite. This is mangosteen. And you just break it apart like that, very easy. And then inside you have this beautiful texture. Kind of reminds me like garlic cloves, but obviously it doesn't taste like garlic. So you're supposed to take them out whole like that. And then you just break each segment apart. Very juicy, very juicy. Super sweet. I can see why this is a favorite for many. Give a few at once. I don't know what to compare it with, honestly. It's so different from anything I've tried before. It has some floral notes, a bit of peach notes even, very silky texture. So mangosteen has become very popular all around the world, and that's why they've become very expensive as well, but they are still very cheap here in Bali. So if you like them, make the most of it if you come here. All right, so the last one for the day, we've got mango. Now there are many varieties of mango here in Bali, but because it is the end of the season, this is the only type we could find at the market. I don't know what it's called, but I hope it's sweet. Yeah, definitely not the sweetest, but it's very juicy, just melts in your mouth. Again, if you come during the rainy season, you'll get all the sweet varieties. Not our luckiest day, but oh well, still good. All right, so let's do a recap. Which one was your favorite, Mihai, out of all of them? Mangosteen? Yeah.
Mangosteen.
Yes, I thought so. I don't know. I don't know. I think for me, I'll still say dragon fruit. Going with dragon fruit all the way. Alright, so I think we'll end this video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to support us, please like this video, share it, and subscribe to our channel. We'll see you in the next one. Bye!
See ya.